It's definitely a button.
Or not.
Yeah, platform cancel. Yeah.
You know it's a button check when V115 doesn't have a piece in his hand within
Yeah.
the first 2 seconds.
Yeah, he ran away from the piece right to start.
Yeah. Alright, man. Any thoughts? Any predictions for the match going
I think
forward?
if DKBill is to put in work against V115, I think a lot of it is going to come from whether or not he's able to edge guard Zero Suit Samus, which is coming back. DK does have a trick with his up B, where he can interrupt Zero Suit on her way up from her up B as a gimp, but I think if V115 does the up B really low and doesn't commit to going up, it'll end up in him being safe and possibly DKBill losing the stock for it.
Yeah. And I think a similar thing. It's a little riskier, I guess, but one way she can do it is to like intercept the up B or side B or whatever it is with the air off the ledge with invincibility. Sometimes it can get pretty safe. And we're off to a good start. Or not.
Seriously does have that forward throw chain.
Donkey Kong, you know, one of the bigger characters in the game, very susceptible to a lot of shenanigans that otherwise wouldn't be real.
V115 with a commanding lead. Items are so difficult for DK to deal with.
And we just saw for a second there, one of DK's biggest problems in any game he's in is that once you get a character with a good juggle game below him, it's just really hard to get down, because no matter what his options are, he can get really covered. Especially with Zero Suit and her up air, one of the most disjointed moves in the game.
One of the best juggling characters in the game, one of the best when it comes to frame traps. Well, that was a good air dodge on the stage, but we saw still ends up being
there we see a classic.
Pardon?
We saw a classic jab to pivot grab.
Yeah.
The jab on shield really isn't very safe, but often people aren't expecting it. So when someone tries to react out of shield, they get caught by the cross-up grab.
That was a really good F tilt out of the down B. Made it look like the kick was coming, and then surprise. Oh, good. That was a good side B, but I think that was more so a bad up B than DKBill.
DKBill isn't really doing enough of a good job keeping Zero Suit out of his face.
Air dodge read? Oh, good. That was a good back air. If he had air dodge, he was going to eat so much damage.
Just one step ahead there. He knows V115 has been conditioning him all game to try to go for the low air dodge.
Sorry, I don't know if DKBill just had a godlike air dodge or if Vishal messed up his air dodge each time he counts. So that's one thing about DK's get-up attack. It's very good, but if it hits shield, it has a lot of end lag on it.
Yep.
Oh, down tilt, okay. Oh, that reverse snare, so good. Oh my god.
DKBill could have teched that, but no, not a. It's a very hard thing to react to, the fact that you're being, kicked into the oblivion.
Yeah, I was gonna make it back. Oh, like that. See, that's what he was going for there.
Yeah.
But like I said, if V115 just does it low and doesn't commit to going up early, he's fine. Jab? Oh, okay. Oh, that's a punish. Good punish. So much end lag on Zeus's grab.
Yeah, it's not like in Smash 4 where there's, the cooldown is relatively smaller. Oh, DK again in the tough position. Can't really get out of the juggle. Can't find his footing really.
Oh, doesn't get it into the sweet spot. Oh, V115 spacing so good right now. DKBill's, unfortunately, he's just losing a lot of crucial exchanges.
Yeah, I mean, that was just the matchup in a nutshell, right? V115, very pristine with his juggle game. He has a lot of experience against heavy, not fast falling per se, but heavy and slow aerial moving characters like Snake. And DK, he might be a little faster than Snake in the air, but he's also a little bigger. So that kind of, there's a trade-off there, and V115 knows exactly how to make the adjustments.
And also, DK's boxing game isn't the same, right? So one of the weaknesses Zero Suit has is when you hit her shield, it's difficult for her to do stuff out of it. She doesn't have an up B out of shield or a great nair out of shield.
And her grab, we don't even need to speak about that. So.
Right, exactly. Unfortunately, DK's ability to really pressure her shield, it's not that great. The jab's just okay. I mean, it's great when it hits. Anyway, we're getting right into it on Battlefield. I get it. Vishal, V115 probably banned Yoshi's, right?
Yeah, DK on Yoshi's gets a whole lot of shenanigans with his Invincicopter.
Exactly. Oh, power shield. Oh, good glide toss from DKBill.
DKBill really using the item piece as a mobility tool even.
Yeah.
Because the glide toss does go pretty far, and having the piece in front of you to cover wherever you might go, it tends to make you relatively safe. And that's what DK needs, is safe approaches.
Yeah, which is difficult.
Ooh, whoa, whoa. No follow-up.
I remember when I asked Vishal, I remember asking V115 about the Zero Suit did, and he said this. Zero Suit, her approach options are just okay, but she's one of the best zoning characters in the game. And that's one of the reasons why Donkey Kong struggles.
You know, it's funny because DK himself, you know, has a lot of these zoning type matchups
Exactly.
where a lot of the strengths come from utilizing that back air and just outspacing the opponent until you can find an opening. Oh, they're like exactly like that.
Exactly. Big back air.
There we saw that he was able to do it on Zero Suit because her back was to the wall, but generally speaking, V115 is at center stage for more often than not.
Yeah.
Back air.
I don't know if that'll kill though.
No. DK's really good momentum cancel.
That was really good from V115.
Yeah.
I think he knew that by going out there, he forced that early up B, and then you get that down B.
Yeah, he positioned it in such a way where if you went for the edge, you'd get hit, and if you didn't want to get hit, you die. You know what I mean?
Right,
you just missed the ledge. But DKBill still holding his own. Much better neutral this game around.
He's doing really well. Good back air.
He's really using the platform to make it difficult for V115 to land. He's just covering that space, and Zero Suit doesn't have any options.
Punish, boys.
There we go.
That's big. And I'm glad that he's choosing the optimal punishes. He noticed that V115 was at a not that high percent, so he went for the F smash. Didn't want to waste time with the down smash in case he didn't kill.
And he knows that in that situation, charging the punch all the way would have given him enough time to escape. So went straight for the F smash.
Oh, the wall of bears. Oh, really good F tilt.
Yeah. Now, we were talking about DK being a zoning character, and DKBill is just really showing why. But now when VO5 has a stage, it's going to be a different story entirely.
DKBill's playing really well right now.
Yeah, he is. You know, he's not getting put in the air as often as in the last game.
And he can hold this stock for a while. If he DIs everything correctly and doesn't get hit by down smash, oh my goodness.
I was going to say, V115 needs to mix up his recovery options. But DKBill's like, all right, try it, and then just punch him in the face for it.
DKBill's got that punch online. Oh,
that was so clever.
That is huge.
DKBill takes game 2 with a commanding 2-stock.
That was so good.
Yeah.
That side B was godlike. Sorry, go ahead.
There's just nothing more to say to it. He recognized that that neutral B was coming and just, you know, stomped him into the ground. V115 didn't have the best DI, admittedly, and used that down B a little, I guess a little late, and ended up being blasted into the blast zone anyway. Going back to Battlefield. Yeah.
This is best of 3.
Yeah, so. In theory, this was a good stage pick. It's just DKBill played the neutral very well and took advantage of the platforms. And one thing I have to admit is that V115 didn't have the best beginning, you know, with the item pieces.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Whereas the other game, you saw him take a full stock with that item piece and just like the control he had with the stage. The last game, DKBill was the one making use of that, you know.
Oh, that up B did a lot of damage, though. Oh. Yeah, that get up attack. Vishal knows about that get up attack, right? It's hard to catch him off guard with it. Like I said, if it gets shielded, you're getting punished hard. How's he getting back?
Ooh, nice.
Oh no, he's got to live that. Okay.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, it was not much he can do. That item piece just covers so much of the space, and the V115 could just cover their edge with the remaining options. Because if he wants to air dodge the item, he has to go really low, and at that point, it's a rough situation.
Oh my goodness.
Like just like that.
Good late recovery though. That's a punish grab. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Oh, good thing he did spot dodge in air. Also, I feel like V115 could actually use a lot more up B. Because when DK's above you, because he's not very good moving side to side in the air, you just wait for the air dodge. Up B's going to drag him back down. Yeah. Oh, really good down.
And we saw that DKBill has been kind of delaying his air dodges, just, you know, so he doesn't get caught with the down smashes and things like that. So if he catches him just above his air dodge zone, just like that.
Reminiscent of Smash 4, that ding dong.
Yeah. We find that V115 is being a lot more careful in how he's approaching and just using the space, on the stage to just get that side B out.
I think he basically realized that as Zero Suit, you don't actually need to get hit by Donkey Kong that much. Outside of like well-spaced back airs, it's kind of hard for him to just get raw hits on her.
Yeah. Because you can weave in and out of all his options, and then the side B, of course, such a big move. DK being as large as he is can't really avoid the side B, which already has a big hitbox.
Oh, okay,
clever.
okay. I like that. He's got that punch. If he's got a shot, he needs to get Vishal to maybe 50 and connect on that punch.
Yeah, I mean, this is just looking really rough because the position he's in, the onus is on him to approach.
Right.
And V115, we've seen what he can do when DK is the one approaching.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Keep him in the air. Tech chase. Will he get the ledge cancel? He does. Or platform cancel, rather.
Yeah, jab side B. Classic. He's living. Oh, this is tough. He should be living.
Not
What are we
quite
getting
much
here?
longer, though.
Recovers low. Back air? Yep.
You know, V115 actually tried to crouch under it, but I feel like DKBill saw it and reacted in time. But,
Oh.
do they know that it's a best of 3?
Is it are these best of 5?
Is it best of 5? Okay. We just got word that it is, in fact, best of 5.
Oh.
There was a miscommunication. But it's okay. Well, we out here. There we are.
Perfect.
Best of 5. V115's up 2-1. These guys are going to play it honest, go right back to Battlefield. DKBill knows, you know, as V115 made the adjustments, he can do the same.
I was thinking the same thing when I saw what DKBill was. I was like, I feel like up B might be nice to throw out here. Oh, this is hard. Throw it. Yeah.
It just...
Oh.
Ooh!
Whoa! How's it gonna land? Down smash? Yeah. Because why not? You can throw it out.
It was just a rough situation. I think V115 has a full download unlocked.
Spot dodge up till pretty good as your fair.
Look at the way he throws that item piece up to get the wall, and then there's no option to get away. DKBill waited too long to do the get up, and V115 punished him hard for it. That was a clean 0 to death. Ooh.
Shaw using jab really well against Lockdown. Problem here is, oh, okay.
That's, he wasn't ready for that though. So when you're on the edge shielding, you got to be careful against their suit because you can get the laser lock and that leads to like 40-50%.
Yeah, and what V115 often does is, oh no, he uses the reverse fair to knock you off. Such a trip. Oh, that's spacing on the down tilt. Looked like it reached so far. Oh, good air dodge.
It's so unfortunate that DK is as large as he is because we saw V115 getting him with dash attacks under the platform while the DK was on the platform.
Hard for him to land.
That
was, that was such a good fair. Made sure he connected on the second hit too.
Yeah. First it gives him that SDI potential.
Okay, good stuff. Yep, good punish. He's got him at 90.
DKBill, it's not as bad as last time because he's almost got him at the kill without taking too much damage.
Right.
So
Oh.
there we go. And there we go.
That was a great wall of back
Yeah,
actually.
he covered all of his recoveries very well. Just had a good read on how he was going to decide to use that up B, or side B rather.
Side B? Yeah. Down smash. Oh.
He
See,
took
it's
60.
funny. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he just took a lot of damage.
That side B he did, it didn't even look safe. It wasn't spaced very well, but V115 just jabs after it. DKBill's punishes have to be on point right now. He's going to want a little more damage than the punch, I think. Or maybe even the punch now.
DKBill, he's being really forced to just dash into shield a lot, and V115 is privy to that. So, you know, anytime he sees him dash into shield, he'll spot dodge, he'll jump around it, because DK is a very big character. Oh no. That's a clean 3-1 for V115. You know, kind of what we were expecting, because V115 did come into this as a 3 seed behind Ally and Anti, so.
I'm not even sure. What was he, third or second?
That's a good question, actually.
I mean, I guess it won't.